Hello, Air Collective, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I am really excited to read for you. I have been waiting to get to this portion of the Happy New Year Witches series. But there's really been this theme with air kind of pulling back, and it's interesting. I think that has a lot to do with the closing of a major cycle. And I feel like, the air signs are really going to be ushering in the new template, for the future. And right now we're just sort of biding our time and gathering our energy and feeling things out, Air is the initiative energy, It's what brings in the inspiration that fuels what then goes on to vision, through the element of fire and purpose, and then into the realm of the emotional, the feeling, with the cups, that energy of water. And that flow, flowing into the energy that is all about building the manifestation, right? The creative energy. And then pentacles are about rooting it, right? Making it manifest. So we're doing a lot of, sort of wrapping up the old cycle. And that applies for everybody, all the different elemental signs. But air is going to be bringing in the new inspiration. And we're definitely at a precipice, Things are not going to be the same moving forward. A lot shifting. And I'm just really excited to read for all of you. I am a Libra, double Libra rising. I have like 5 planets in Libra, all in the first house of Aries, including Mars in Libra, and Mars is Aries ruler. Aries is also the opposite, the opposite sign to Libra. So I know all about the balance. I was hardwired like that in this life, to really have to exercise that, find the, centering point between the extremes, right? And my life has been a lot of that, just swaying from one extreme to the other. I'm either all in or all out, There's no middle way with me. But I don't usually read for myself. So I'm really excited to read for the air signs because I get a reading by proxy. So I just wanted to, clear the energy of the old with this bay leaf. Just any of that heavy energy that's been hanging around the air collective. We release what no longer serves us with gratitude for the lessons it brought, for the wisdom we've gained, for the way it inspires us in the future to make more empowered choices, right? We honor the gifts that it brought and the medicine that we extracted from those painful experiences. I'd just like to ask that Spirit purifies me of any of my personal biases, of any energy that's clinging to me from other readings, the experiences I had earlier in the day, so that I can be a clear channel and the messages that the Air Sign Collective needs to receive can come through with great clarity. And that this space be protected from all intrusive energies that could try to block the messages that want to come through, and just bringing some of that protective energy over to you. May this energy surround the collective as well, purifying their space, making them receptive to the wisdom from Great Spirit that wants to come on through. Ashe. So I'm ready to just dive right in here. Okay, this is for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and this could resonate for you if your sun sign, rising sign, moon, Venus, or north node in any of those air placements, okay? And it's, you know, I'm sure fun for cross watchers to tune in on too. Sometimes air can kind of be hard to grasp, right? You know, we are kind of like the ungraspable element if you think about it, right? You know, fire. You can hold fire in your hands. You can light a candle, you know. You can light a bay leaf. Hold fire in your hands. Light a lamp. It's something tangible that you can see, you know. You can see it with your eyes. Same with water and earth, right? But air is a little elusive. You know, I think that air energy really, you know, can confuse many people. This is interesting because I'm just kind of getting the deck, you know, prepared here. And, you know, these cards, this one group of cards all kind of flipped up together. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in because I think it has significance. We have the 5 of Cups with the Queen of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles, okay? Lots of messages here. But they all turned over together. And I think it's significant. So, you know, I think that there's been a lot of disappointment, you know, for the air signs in the arena of love, you know. I think there's been disappointment with a loved one. And, you know, when I'm speaking of cups energy, I'm speaking of the emotional realm, all right? So I will kind of give guidelines for how this could apply to your situation. This doesn't just have to be romantic love, okay? It can be any relationship that's important to you, you know? Somebody who's dear to your heart. This could be a family member, you know? This could be a close friend. They can also symbolize creative projects as well, you know? But I really feel like this message with this Queen of Cups coming in, this may really resonate in particular with women, you know, or those who identify as women. Don't get too wrapped up in gender, okay? When I say she, he, you know, I use all kinds of terms, they, them. Just apply it how it feels fit for you, okay? Anybody can embody these energies. A masculine can definitely embody the Queen of Cups, right? It just means that maybe that masculine is very much in touch with his receptive side, his more emotional side. He's emotionally available. He's able to go to those deep heart spaces, okay? And that's a beautiful energy. And I do feel like, you know, this message in particular may really apply to Aquarius because though Aquarius is an air sign technically, it's also the water bearer, you know? So I often associate Aquarius, even Aquarius, Aquarius, right? Aqua. Really, such a charge of water there around Aquarius. So I always kind of see it almost as a dualistic sign, able to be, you know, that air element, but also hold the water. And it's interesting because it's water's H2O, right? Oxygen's in there. So it's almost like, you know, Aquarius is that oxygen component in the water, right? So this message may be very strong for an Aquarius, and I'm getting that. I feel this is very strong, but I'm sure that air signs in general will have resonance with this. But there's definitely been some disappointment in love, you know, and you know, really sort of feeling like, did I make the right choice? You know, that's what's coming through for me with this Seven of Cups, and then, you know, the Five of Cups, the way they're, you know, sort of flanking the Queen of Cups. You know, I think that there was a time where you had a very emotional choice to make, and you had some options before you. And you really put your heart into making, you know, the right choice. You took some time to yourself. You looked within. You wanted to make sure that, you know, you made the right choice. It was very important to you. This wasn't a light decision. It was something that was really weighing on your heart, you know, and you were remembering your lessons from the past, things that you had been through before, the regrets you had. And it was so important to you to make a choice from a place of not throwing away that wisdom you'd gained, you know, from the disappointments of the past. And you made your choice, and I think that you might be dealing with a little bit of disappointment in the way things turned out. You felt kind of let down. And I think there's been some grief. I think you've been, you know, kind of doing some letting go. I'm also kind of getting what's coming in here too, that one thing that could have been very frustrating, in particular, you know, for Aquarius. But again, air signs, you know, if this is speaking to you, you know, it's your story, all right? Is also that I feel like you were really all in with somebody, you know, and maybe this person had divided energy. They had too many options, and, you know, you've kind of wanted to be like, you know, the queen. You wanted to hold court. You wanted to be that center of attention, you know, to have that acknowledgement, to have this beautiful, like, giving and receiving in your relationship. And I feel like, you know, you sort of felt like you just kind of got what was left over, because the person you were involved with had their energy scattered in so many other different directions, and was scattered by all their different options, that they weren't fully in with you, you know. But try not to get too stuck there, okay? Because, like, with this Five of Cups energy, what people always forget is that, yes, okay, there is what has been spilled. And a lot of times this disappointment that's associated with the Five of Cups is related to too many options. It's like too many players involved in the mix. Like, you know, it's three cups that are spilled here, okay? It's something that should have been a celebration, but it was sort of tainted by the involvement of a third party interference, okay? But there's still the opportunity for that Two of Cups, you know, what you're really wanting, right? That deep soul connection with that one person who can really meet you in that space where they only have eyes for you. They're not tempted by another. It's beyond that superficial bullshit, right? You're looking for that person who wants to go real deep with you. You're looking for a soul connection, not, you know, Not something just to pass the time, not just a fun Saturday night, right? But something that really can stand the test of time. Something that you can grow into, that you can grow together, right? And that opportunity is there, but sometimes, you know, we have to go through some difficult stuff. We have to let go of what no longer, you know, serves us, and what didn't really meet us. That can be hard, right? It can be very disappointing, especially when you poured a lot of your heart and soul into this matter. But I see you really like choosing yourself in this situation. So you didn't lose the wisdom of the past. You've been investing in yourself when you realize that, okay, this relationship is not meeting me. I'm not feeling fulfilled here. This isn't what I'm looking for. I'm really disappointed here, yes, but I'm not going to just curl up in a ball and you know, give up. Instead, you took all that energy that you've been pouring into the other, and you put it all into yourself. And you've actually been making some really cool shit happen. You know, you've been investing in yourself, and look at all this abundance you're building for yourself with this Nine of Pentacles. This is some really positive energy coming in here. This is being content in and of yourself, finding self-satisfaction, finding personal fulfillment. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you had a relationship end either. You could have gone through a really rough patch in a relationship, but the blessing that came out of it is that it allowed you to sort of take your energy back and reestablish your relationship with yourself. And I think there's been a little bit of, you know, the air sign energies gotten lost in relationship a bit. Now, just with this particular, you know, card coming up here, the Queen of Cups, and we did see like this kind of third party energy. It's possible that the third party interference could have been a water sign, okay? So Pisces, Scorpio. Why am I drawing a blank? Cancer. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And, you know, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Aquarius in there because I do associate it with, you know, water signs. So Aquarius, maybe you were the third party in a situation. That's possible too. All right. But I do see that there's been like a balancing act with this, and you're trying to make a choice, you know, about how to move forward. That there may have also been some dividing up of assets, you know, and you might have stayed in a situation for a long time, more out of financial security than really feeling like there was something to grow there and something to really invest in, with that Two of Pentacles. But I think with this Nine of Pentacles making an appearance here, it's like you don't need to stay in a situation that's not fulfilling you when you are perfectly capable of building an abundance for yourself. That is clear with this Nine of Pentacles. You know, Nine of Pentacles is the ultimate in individual achievement as far as having, you know, financial solvency and security. The only thing that supersedes that is, you know, the Ten of Pentacles. And that's what you get when you come together in partnership with another. You know, you have that completeness, that strong foundation. You're building together now, you know. But this is awesome, you know. Nine of Pentacles, you're only one away. You're only one away from the 10. So you don't need to hang on to a situation out of some false need for security. You can build for yourself. You can invest in yourself. And I think a lot of you have also started to explore entrepreneurial pursuits. You know, you've begun to tap into your creative side, and you're not putting your dreams on hold anymore. You really want to see what you can make happen for yourself. Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of heartache here. Queen of Swords energy with the Three of Swords, right? There's been a lot of disappointment. This could be a very strong message for Libra, okay? Queen of Swords is very strong Libra energy, but it's for all the air signs, really. This is us showing up in our reading. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? There's definitely been heartache here with this Three of Swords. There's been a lot of deep wounding, you know? But it's very interesting because even though there's been this sense of loss, right? There's this promise that balance is going to come in with this temperance energy. Now, temperance has been coming in a lot for the air signs. Temperance is associated with the archetype of Sagittarius, okay? It's possible you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, all right? Doesn't have to be, though. It can also be somebody that just exhibits those qualities that a Sagittarius has. So somebody who is open-minded, somebody who's a free spirit, somebody who is enterprising and very expansive in their thinking, charismatic, right? Or you could have a strong Sagittarius placement in your chart, all right? But this is really a card about alchemy, okay? It's a card about really taking all of that pain and all of that grief, you know, of the Three of Swords and using it to cut through the darkness. You know, there's that Rumi quote, "The wound is where the light gets in." And this beautiful gift came out of this deep heartache. And that was that you found this freedom from attachment. You were able to go to this place where you let go just out of total trust. And it's because of a trust you've built in yourself. So in being able to let go with total trust and say, okay, this doesn't serve me anymore, because you really, you know, coming in with this Queen of Swords upright, this is very balanced energy. You know, the Queen of Swords knows how to cut out what doesn't serve her, even if it hurts. You know, sometimes love is tough, right? But she does it because she knows what she's worth, and she knows the truth and what she deserves. And she's looking for that true partnership. She's looking for that Two of Cups, okay? That's being held by Temperance here. And it's very interesting because I just did a reading for Libra earlier, and Temperance came in the outcome. So this is a very strong message for Libra. It's amazing that it's showing up again, but it comes in with the King of Pentacles here. And notice the King of Pentacles has with him this Ace of Pentacles. This is a solid offer from a true partner that can really meet you. You know, the King of Pentacles doesn't fuck around. He doesn't bring you any fuck shit, okay? He invests. He invests in you. And when he comes and he brings an offer, it's something you can really count on. He's ready to build with you. And that's a new beginning, okay? And Ace of Pentacles is associated with the season of spring. So you might start to see inklings of this developing in the spring season. But I believe that, you know, what was lost had to be surrendered. So what is truly in alignment, what will truly bring karmic balance, can come in. And I do believe this is a matter of karmic balance. You know, sometimes people come into our lives and we go through difficult experiences with them. But they're just meant to teach us a lesson, right? To get us to a place of readiness before we can really connect with. I'm sorry, this came out in the Libra reading too. 10 of Cups, okay? This is the ultimate fulfillment in love. New beginning in love. And here it is again with that Temperance, with that King of Pentacles, okay? So for those Libras or, you know, any of the air signs that have really experienced a deep heartache where, you know, you had a separation or an ending of a deep connection that was important to you, just know that, you know, there's always light after the darkness. You know, there's always beauty that comes back in. And crossing energy here, we have the Queen of Wands, okay? And so I really think this is about you just, you know, cultivating your mojo, you know? Get into feeling yourself. Get into your own, you know, sensuality and just enjoy, you know, the freedom of, you know, exploring and opening yourself up to the possibility of connecting with another, you know? Get in touch with your fire. You know, sometimes when you've been through a difficult experience, when you've been through some heartache, you know, you can kind of shut down. Like that Queen of Swords can go cold, right? So like warm things up a bit, have some fun, like go out, you know, get out on the town. You've been like inside too long. Go out, meet some people, you know, go to some parties, have some fun, you know, get dressed up, get all decked out, go dancing with the girls, you know. I think this, you're just really starting to head into a time where you're really feeling yourself. I mean, look at this combination here with this Queen of Wands energy with the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who's like, they've got their own shit going on. You know, they're not here struggling. They may have gone through a heartache. They may have gone through a loss, but they took it on the chin, you know? And really, they're getting a level up here with this Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles energy. It's almost like a glow up, right? It's like, you know, maybe it wasn't so bad. I lost the dead weight, right? Some of you may be having that experience. So it's interesting. There's a lot of independence, you know, energy coming through for the air signs right now. And I think that's very true. I think the air signs have been spending quite a bit of time to themselves, but it's not like out of depression. It's not because they're not feeling good about life. It's because they've actually just been enjoying their solitude. You know, we've wanted to kind of like pull some of that energy back into ourselves. And I think that there's a part of us that knows deep down that it's not going to be long that we're going to be in this solitude space. And, you know, as I was saying that, here is this Knight of Cups, you know, that flips up and lands on my arm. And that's a romantic invitation, okay? So there is something that's coming in here with this Knight of Cups, you know? Enjoy the time alone you have while you have it, because you know somebody else somebody's going to be wanting your attention soon. You know, give it about two months max, okay? And then you're going to have a lot of movement coming in. A lot of things are going to change. So go ahead and enjoy this time to yourself right now. Go ahead and enjoy doing your own thing, because it's not going to be long. You know, again, that kind of matches up with that like spring timing, you know. But I see a lot of movement. I see messages coming in. I see, you know, possibility of travel, you know. This very well could be in relation to a love interest. There may be some distance between you and the person you're interested in. So I see a lot of correspondence, you know, a lot of talking online, a lot of texting, you know, late night texting, a lot of plans being made, maybe making plans to connect with somebody, take a trip. And this is a very positive card. It definitely gets things moving. There may even be a physical move in the works. Bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, you know, this is all about making a decision about where to invest your energy too. You're going to be looking at, you know, where things are at right now, and what you're looking to grow. And there may be some conflict around this, okay, with this Five of Wands energy. You know, where you want to invest your energy, who you want to invest it in. Maybe not everybody's going to like it. There might be some conflict that breaks out. I do see that this is about a new love beginning with this Ace of Cups, okay? But there does seem like there's some drama attached to the choice you're making. But this is something that's ordained by Spirit with this Hierophant energy right here. You know, this is a divine connection. This is a soul connection. This is somebody who's meant to come in. The Hierophant can also symbolize marriage. You know, so this is possible. You know, this is possibly the person that you're going to have a significant long-term relationship with, and it came in because you let go of what wasn't serving you. And this is the rebirth energy coming in. That's the Judgment.